Chicago Bears taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Nick Foles and the Bear offense about to be on display for the first time. Foles, the veteran, drafted in the 3rd round back in 2012 out of Arizona.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
3-yard line.
Now Foles. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Foles. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
Foles pass.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 13.
There's Foles. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Foles pass. Complete to Foles.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
The kick is...
And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
Coming off of a loss, they're Last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Roethlisberger's pass.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
And the Steeler 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard
Well,
gain.
partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark. And the defense able to recover, bat it free. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he is tackled inside the 49. Quite to the 35.
Roethlisberger's pass. Complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Pittsburgh.
On 1st down, Hilliard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Steelers, nothing.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard
So
line.
another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dontrell Hilliard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their own.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. And this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Second and 4.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go.
On second and 12, Foles. That's caught by Montgomery. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
David Montgomery.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
A big loss.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, They're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Foles. That's complete right side to Komet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cole Komet, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Set to kickoff.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They'll run on first down. Hilliard, and he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Foles. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the...
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye.